the gold medal match in the women's team sabre competition here at the World Championships in Budapest. The final day of competition and the final women's medal to be awarded. This is the team from France.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the four ladies representing France: Cécilia Berder, Manon Brunet, Lembach, and Queroli.
And Queroli down as the reserve.
Rekordszámú 12 éven között szintén rekordot jelentő 7 világbajnoki aranyszerepen a nevük mellett. They won a record 7 world titles in women's team sabre event and a record 12 total medals.
And their opponents, this is the team from Russia. So we have the reigning Olympic champions, Russia.
Representing Russia, Olga Nikitina, Sofia Botniakova, and Sofia Terikaya. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Russia.
So Russia, the reigning Olympic champions, up against the reigning world champions, France.
Of the final, Marius Lorea, Vadim Gutsait, Vasil Vilenchev, and Miklos Gucha.
And there are our four referees.
Please start the preparation for the final.
So as we see the huddle and the face-off, I can talk you through the progression. Well, France faced Turkey in the round of 16, beat them 45-24, then took out Ukraine 45-34, defeated Korea in the semi-finals. Russia, well, they beat Azerbaijan, then China, then Italy, and booked their place in this gold medal match. It's going to be a tight one.
Please start the match.
Patrik, egyszerű a kérdés, meg tudja védeni a szívét a francia csapat.
So let's get things underway for this gold medal match. The progression through: France at the top of the draw, Russia at the bottom of the draw. I'm not sure if that caption was entirely right. In fact, I think it wasn't right. It said that Italy was through to the final.
No, they're definitely not here.
Italy did win the bronze medal. So first up, will be world number 2 against world number 3, Sofia Velikaya against Manon Brunet. Sofia Velikaya took the silver medal in the individual competition. Manon Brunet a little bit disappointed with her 9th place. So Russia on the left of your screen, France on your right. Fasten your seatbelts, it's sabre, it's fast, it's furious. And if you're new to fencing, ignore the clock. It's the first to 5 and then multiples of, all the way through to 45. 9 legs. The whole of the upper body, the target. It's a cutting weapon. You can score with the length of the blade as well as the tip. And it's a weapon of convention, so the referee has to determine who the attacking fencer was in the final phase.
Marius Florea is up to referee the first fight as we have a small technical issue, and the wireless engineer comes out to sort that out. This is a really massive match. Both these teams are at the top of their game. French team are the world #1, Russia are the world #2, but France have had a jittery start to Olympic qualification. They're outside, or they were outside of the qualification spots for Tokyo 2020. Their placing here in the final will put them right back in the mix. But Russia are in second position in terms of Olympic qualification, and this, whether they come first or second, is going to help them really shore up their position for Tokyo 2020. But of course, both teams want to go for the World Championship title of 2019. France, the defending champions. Ah, look at that on the back line from the Princess Leia of the women's sabre corps. Bunches in her hair. I'm surprised that not many other female fencers do that with their hair, because it works for Brunet, and Brunet has had an absolute corker.
Yeah, 5-2, reaches the target score. Well, Team France have done this before, defended the title back-to-back. They did it in 2006 and 2007. Coming on for France, it's Cécilia Berder, and she could win her 6th medal in this event, the most of all of the French women.
Granny. She's known as Granny in the team. I think she's still in her 20s, isn't she? But she's known as Granny in the team because she's that little bit older than the rest of them.
They're 29. Struggled to be a granny at 29. Russia took the silver medal last time in 2018. They won this world title back in 2015. That was on home soil in Moscow. So on for Russia is Olga Nikitina.
She's fenced well today.
And she started well in this second leg.
Berder on the attack. I watched her earlier on this season at the Baltimore World Cup, and she was on absolute fire, dancing feet, able to land her attacks and her defence. Here, though, Nikitina is on absolutely terrific form. And some days you just come onto the piste and everything works for you, and it happens to be one of those days for Olga Nikitina.
Yeah, if you're new to fencing, look at the footwork. Look at the footwork first, and then when they come into distance, then look at the hand. So the referee will be interpreting who has the right of way on the footwork, who moves forward towards their opponent first. And then he'll look up at the hand. Nikitina has established an attack and comes through and finishes that. Once it goes out of the middle, you can almost see it as a game of taking it in turns.
Beauty.
It goes from one end to the other. The right of way exchanging from one side to the other.
Oh, just looking for the blade there. Berder, it's one-sided and it looks one-sided, but Berder had a decision there. She just made the wrong parry. Looking for make-miss, didn't work. Nikitina landed. It was a great first leg for Brunet. This is a great second leg for Olga Nikitina. Parries. Berder has the right of way. She moves laterally across the piece and lands another attack. So she is clearly going for flank here. She thinks that's a weak area for Nikitina.
That was the parry that established her attack. Finished nicely. Nikitina in the lead, 10 the target score.
Oh, nice long attack there. There was a tiny, tiny bit of danger with the attack here, but the arm came right back and out of the way of a potential stop cut. And Queroli fist pumps. Attack parry riposte, really nice final action from Olga Nikitina.
Well, Olga Nikitina guessed that Berder was going to go for the flank that time and was able to get the parry. So as we go from the second and into the third, Charlotte Lembach is coming on for France. Jana Igorian, the Olympic champion from Rio, is on for Russia. And you can see Jana Igorian's world ranking has slipped somewhat to 24 in the world. Charlotte Lembach ranked 20 in the world.
Attack left. Chachu has to get into this. That's a nickname, Charlotte Lembach. Attack from the left again. Just the slightest hesitation from Charlotte Lembach.
Just referee just waiting for the replay to finish.
Here we go, long attack from, that's a lovely, lovely hit. It's a long attack from Charlotte Lembach, but she just held her hand too far back for too long, and Igorian just flipped a nice little stop cut on the inside of the wrist.
Frustration there for the French fencer.
Prise de feu, or I say prise de feu, you can't do a prise de feu in terms of beat attack from Charlotte. Establishing the right of way with the beat. Oh, I would have felt that was more for Lembach than for Igorian, but no call for video. These long attacks working really well for Igorian, but Lembach now establishing the right of way. She's pulled the line away, and both fencers there using the full length of the 14-meter piece in gaining that hit, Igorian.
One more required for Russia. Nothing given.
Nice. Chachu there stepping in. She had a plan to go for the parry riposte. Executed perfectly. Attack parried, riposte, no. Continuation, good.
The parry was so strong. I think the original attack was so strong, it just forced through on the parry. And a couple of good points here for Lembach.
Just pulled her arm back there that time. So Igorian takes the Russians through the first third with the lead, but there's still a lot to play for here.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in it. 3 points is nothing in sabre. And Manon Brunet coming back on for France. Olga Nikitina for Russia. This would be an interesting one because Manon Brunet had a good first leg. Nikitina had a really good second leg. First point to Nikitina.
She could be the ace in the pack for the Russians. She's fenced so well today. I'm not surprised Vadim Goodsight's going to the video on this one. He's looking to see whether there's hesitation from Olga Nikitina. And if there is, then Brunet has the right of way. I haven't seen a replay. Here it is. Here it is. Look, the shaking of the hand. I think this is going to get given to Brunet. Goodsight's coming back. Pas de touche. No hit given. So Brunet not quite establishing the right of way, but I felt it was more hers than Nikitina's. That's a nightmare for the French fencer. Did everything right, but Nikitina's blade was just in the right place at the right time. That's attack touche right. Brunet got caught in two minds. She made up her mind to do something in the middle. I think she was stepping in to look for something, but she then decided she had to get out of dodge, and she couldn't get out fast enough. Grigorian looking on with Christian Bauer, and this is another fabulous leg from Olga Nikitina. Noon on the attack there.
Attack from the Russian there brings the score to 20-14 and just extending the lead.
Two good legs for the Russian team there. Two really good legs. In fact, three good legs after Velikaya's tricky start for the Russians. They've won the last three fairly comfortably.
And we're going to see the French reserve come on now.
Queroli.
Queroli is on for Lembach.
Yeah.
So Lembach, who faced Gorian and was beaten 5-3, has been subbed. And it's Queroli Velikaya.
The great thing about the French team is they are a working unit. They really are. And I wouldn't be too surprised if we find out after this match that Charlotte Lembach came out and said, listen, I'm not fencing great. Can we put Queroli in, please? They're such a tight unit. That's what took them to the world title last year. Let's not write them off just yet. And Caroline Queroli played a brilliant, brilliant part in that world title win in Russie.
Waiting in the wings, they also have Sarah Balzer, who was part of the team in Leipzig, and then injured her knee, tore her ACL. Couldn't fence for a season and is now working her way back in. Actually went to the Summer Universiade and won the gold medal there. Well, Velikaya picked up another silver medal in the individual competition. She's won this event, the team event, 3 times. She's won a couple of golds individually as well.
But Queroli doing a great job here to contain Velikaya. Oh, close. Jean-Philippe Dorel, the French coach in the box, staying relatively calm at the moment. Queroli on the attack, but drops her hand low.
Sometimes Velikaya in team competitions doesn't really shine until she gets to that last leg. Often she's come through a bruising individual bout because she's getting through to the finals of that. But as an anchor, she's one of the best.
Bit of a freebie there for Queroli. On the march now, on the long attack. She resisted, she hesitated,
well,
gave the right of way to Velikaya.
Why would you stop then?
Slight error there, but 5-4, not bad for Queroli against Velikaya. World number 1 coming into this. And it'd be interesting to see whether Charlotte Lembach is coming back on and whether that was a tactical substitution. High fives in the box for the French team.
So Yana Igorian on for Russia. Cécilia Berder on for France. This is the 6th leg. So here we go with leg 6. It's Igorian versus Berder. Here we don't go.
I don't think the referee even said on guard then. Berder's ready for this. She was dancing around in preparation for this. La ligne, the line's out. Berder trying to lure Igorian in. Igorian taking her time. And then goes for the big beat attack.
Finishing nicely there, the Russian.
The French team have to be careful here now. They have to be really, really careful. Target score of 30. But the French need to start closing this down.
Yeah, they can't go into that final third with too much of a deficit.
Prise de feu from Berder, picks up the blade. There it is. And then just lands the attack with a point. And Jean-Philippe Dorel cheering them on along with his assistant coach. Nice attack from Berder.
Yep.
Hesitation
Lunge
from Igorian.
It's called a flunge in sabre. A flesh and a lunge combined together. Flesh meaning basically arrow, where you turn your body into an arrow. But because you can't cross your legs over each other, you have to do this flunge attack rather than a classic flesh attack that you'll see more in épée.
There's rumours they might be bringing back the flesh into sabre. It's being discussed as we speak, apparently. So I'm told. Sofia Pozniakova looking on.
Yeah, she won the individual title in Wushy 2018.
That was a big surprise. Not surprised because she's not good enough, but she was up against Velikaya and she went, what, 8-3 up, I think, in the first period in Wushy last year. And it was just too much for Velikaya to claw back. And that has become a little bit of a thing for the Russian, Sofia Velikaya. Twice the favourite going into the last 2 Olympics, twice picking up a silver medal.
We see when Berder picks up the right of way, she moves laterally across the piste.
That was something special. Watch this. She misses the first one. Great evasion on the feet, but then she skips away. I mean, that is class. That is utter class.
A control of distance, using the footwork.
Again skipping around and picks up the right of way again. And she's clearly targeting the inside area of the target against the left-hander. She's done it in the previous match and she's doing it in this one, and it's working a treat. The granny, the most experienced on the team, is doing her job. Granny. She's not called Granny, she's called Grandma, apparently. Igorian looking for the attack. Berder did quite a lot to disrupt, but it wasn't quite enough. Throwing out the stop cut and then ran out of space. Christian Bauer looking on and saying, come on, you've got to go after her. Go out on the front foot. She misses the first one, Igorian. It's attack for Berder. Even if Igorian hit then, it was Berder's right of way. Watch that. She stops Igorian on the left. She starts again, but Berder had it easy because she watched and she just extended her arm. She saw Igorian coming back in again and knew she was going to land the hit. Switching across to the left-hand side of the piece and finding another attack. When are the Russians going to work this one out?
But 8-3 the score, and France are right back in it. Just 2 points the deficit now. Well, yellow card here for Jana Igorian.
Yeah, stopping the fight unnecessarily. Berder made a decision to come out the block super fast. She waited for the alley. Yellow card, fair enough for me. That, for me, though, is Igorian's. Oh, she brings her arm back, though. That's why Marius Florea went to the video. It is attack from Berder. And it's only on the replay that you could see the arm coming back from Igorian. Cécilia Berder is doing a blinding job here. She's gone 9-4. But Igorian one away from the target score. What a thriller this one is.
A couple more from Berder would be good. Set this up nicely as we go into the final third.
Attack touche left.
Yeah, so 30-27, just 3 points in it. And we go into the final third, and we've seen most of the fencers twice, apart from Queroli, who's only come on for one. Queroli's back on. And Nikitina is on for Russia.
Well, Nikitina's on a +7. She is definitely the star player for the Russians. Velikaya on -2 and Igorian on -2 as well. Brunet came out of her two fights on a 0 indicator. She scored as many hits as she gave away. Queroli on a -1 after Lembach was subbed off on a -2, and Berder now on a 0 as well. Really finely poised.
Ooh, false start there from Nikitina. No. So here we go. This is the final third. We've got the two youngsters on. Nikitina, 20 years old. Caroline Queroli, 21.
Oh. I can't even begin to describe that. It looked like Queroli was going for a block and somehow managed to hit the arm of Nikitina. Oh, that's class. That's a class hit. That is a beauty. Steps into distance, does a little body shake, and then just sticks the arm out, and Nikitina walked onto it.
Yeah, you like that because you're a foilist, don't you?
Well, of course. It's a foil stop hit, really. Just a great hit. Look at that. She just walked onto it. Queroli on fire here. Queroli is on fire here. Nikitina is on the form of her life in this team event. This is a great matchup.
And great substitution as well, bringing Queroli on. So they're tied up, 31 apiece. 35 the target score.
Such a tight unit, the French team. I'm looking down into the box. Jean-Philippe Dorel is looking on. The hit is awarded to Nikitina, but Charlotte Lembach, Chachu as she's known on the circuit, is in deep discussion with Cécilia Berder. They're getting ready for her final leg. She is the anchor, Berder, for this French team, and Queroli is doing a really good job here. She needs to get 1 or 2 more hits for me. Needs to be within 2 hits of the Russians going into the penultimate leg. Not committed enough on the parry that time. Just not quite strong enough on the parry. No, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Allowing Nikitina to keep coming out on the attack.
35-32 the score. And Caroline Queroli, well, 5 apiece against Nikitina, who's been fencing brilliantly. That's a good performance from the French fencer. But it's still a 3-point lead to Russia. Jana Igorian comes on. And Manon Brunet for France.
I think Brunet's got to punish Igorian here to give her teammate Cécilia Berder a chance. I think she's really got to go out after her. She doesn't need to attack all the time. She just needs to get the right tactical circle.
Jana Igorian there against Manon Brunet. And Igorian had a little bit of a wobble in the leg against Cécilia Berder. Lost that one 9-5. Can Manon Brunet do the same? Well, that's the start. Well, mathematically, she can't do 9-5. She could do 8-4. Because when she can't score 9. And if she does, no, if she does score 9, Igorian can't score 5.
Right, okay, I understand now. I wonder where you were going with that. Another. Well, I think this is probably Igorian's. Brunet just with her arm back here, and it is given to Igorian. I think that's fair enough. I can't see that Vadim Goodsight, who went and looked at the referee, was going to do anything other than that. And Igorian is out on the front foot. She's not stepped back over her on guard line once in this fight. Look at Nikitina on the left. She knows there's a chance here for a gold at the World Championships. Oh, it's just too good from Igorian. Manon Brunet needs to stop the rot here. She needs to score a couple of hits, otherwise she's giving her anchor Cécilia Berder too much to do. On the beat, and it's a parry riposte from the Olympic champion. It's a superb performance from her. That is a gold medal winning performance.
5-2 in that leg, and difficult to see a way back now for the French team. Disappointing, that penultimate leg. Well, Manon Brunet absolutely gutted as she walks back to the box.
Well, check this out. Olga Nikitina finishes her 3 fights on a +7. There she is. Jana Igorian finishes on a +1. There she is. And Manon Brunet finishes on -3 with a big puff. And Queroli finishes on a -1. Surely Cécilia Berder can't salvage this for the French team. Velikaya on a -2 though. She's not had the best match of her life.
But Velikaya does take her time to warm up into these team competitions and then can pull out absolute blinders in this final leg.
A bit between the teeth as well. Her teammates have done an absolutely tremendous job to get her there. Look at Pozniakova clinging on to Nikitina.
Well, there was great moments on the individual podium. Sofia Velikaya and Olga Karlan laughing and joking because it went down to the final hit. It was 14-all, and Olga Karlan won the gold in the individuals. One of the moments of the tournament, really. And Sofia Velikaya, well, she's going to make up for that individual silver performance with a team gold here.
Queroli looking on, one finger, yes. Cecilia.
Velikaya's going to finish this.
Yeah, she is. It's a tough ask for Berder. World champions last year. They'll be on the second step of the podium this year. Velikaya is on fire here. No rush. A little stop cut and block, or a counter block from Berder. It's this is all about giving them some sense of being in the fight. But here, Velikaya. Wow, slow start off the line.
What I was doing there.
Yeah. Well, two more from Berder unanswered, and we have got a match again. And I think the French still believe this is possible. Tous les deux both do the same thing there. Oh, really special. It's a really beautiful para riposte from Cécilia Berder. One more, and things get nervy. Look at that. She picks it up. The sweep around parry there, picking up the blade wherever it was going to land. And that was something really special from that lady there, Cécilia Berder. Maris Florea sticking with the decision despite the video appeal from Sofia Velikaya. Another one for Berder, and this is back on. Oh, close.
And Sofia Velikaya now just one away.
Just a pause on the step from Berder, open the door for Velikaya there. So now Berder with the right of way changes to that lateral line again, coming around the outside. She's beating the blade. She has the right of way, but she's handed it back over to Velikaya. Velikaya on the march, parried! Oh, what an amazing hit! What an amazing hit that was. To and fro between the two of them.
End-to-end stuff. And it's got France onto the same decimal as the Russian team, 44-40.
Great hit.
But Velikaya just needs one more.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. And Russia are the gold medalists. A brilliant performance. And the comeback was not possible for Cécilia Berder, but 6-5 in the final leg for her.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new world champion.
And Velikaya wins again. She's won a record 5 gold medals in this event, and she will add another one. So that's 6 golds she's won in this competition.